Good morning, MBA 501 students. Hope everyone is having a great weekend. We are approaching our final week, so I just want to say that I've enjoyed getting to meet you all this past month and a half or so. And I think you've got to experience kind of an interesting time in our economy and financial markets during this time period too, especially with such the high rates with interest rates right now. Mortgage rates approaching close to 8%, historic highs. Question whether the Federal Reserve will continue to raise rates even past this course. Pay attention on October 30th, November 1st, after the Fed meeting. Are they going to hold, or are they going to stay the same, or potentially drop? That would be rare that they would drop. But nonetheless, I hope you got a good exposure from this course. And just wrap up the last week. Really, the main focus is going to be on your research paper. One of the things I will share, like going forward in future research papers, know that you are going to get a little bit more detail in citing sources, finding sources for your papers. So get used to that, and always ask your professors for feedback and help. But I wish you the best going forward. Occasionally, I get to go to the graduations, so maybe I will see you there someday and introduce yourself to me and say hi. So, other than that, just want to focus on the last readings for this week. Dealt with exposure to the accounting. We think of accounting basically two purposes. One is to report information to inform both internal and external stakeholders. And then also the managerial aspect that help us make better decisions about our decisions to borrow, decisions to invest, decisions for performance. You're going to be looking at some of the main financial statements in accounting, the balance sheet, the income statement, statement of cash flows. I've also included some things out there just for you. I love personal finance, and hopefully, your exposure to reading different articles in this course is also help you think about your decisions rather to your own finances. One of the things I put out there is just if you don't currently do this, it's nothing fancy. It's a Excel spreadsheet, but I do encourage you to track your own net worth as kind of your own personal accounting. How am I progressing over time? Are we reaching financial goals, or you're reaching financial goals that you want? And I've also put a link out there. It's just an aside. These things aren't required with the course, but if you're interested, I found it to be a great resource for Excel spreadsheets, for anything you want to look at, like in personal finance too. So feel free to use that if you'd like, but it's not required for the course. So last with this, I think the last thing to remember in accounting and finance, I like to think of it this way, is that cash is king. So bottom line, an organization or firm in business has to have cash flow coming in to remain in existence. And a lot of this is about how we manage that cash, just as you as individuals manage your own cash, with your budgeting decisions. Firms have to do the same thing too. So, you might look at, also about how the firm raises cash, cash flow needs. When I used to work in the treasury departments of corporations, that's what a lot of I did on a daily basis. I just dial into the bank, see how much money we did or didn't have, go on the markets, start to borrow money, and then make sure that we're always to meet those cash flow needs throughout the fiscal year and continuing years. And we will look at interest rates and our borrowing cost and try to make the best decision for the firm. So other than that, I look forward to reading your papers. I will try to have everything graded very quickly after the course, get that posted. But if you do have any final questions, do email me. But otherwise, have a great week. And I will say I've enjoyed having you on my course. Take care.